Every home has its memories, and inside this restored turn-of-the-century horseshoe barn, memories are being reused and repurposed. We're here with Lisa DiCarlo, standing outside of Urban Designs. Give me a sort of heads up of what's happening inside.
Well, we are reclaiming and rethinking pieces of our past to come up with new and fun things for the home.
All right, well, why don't we head inside and take a look?
Right.
Now, Lisa, I can imagine that taking material, revitalizing that, and making it into something that's tangible is quite a process. So sort of use this table as inspiration and tell me how this particular item came to life.
Well, technically, this table came to life about 120 years ago when it was originally resurrected as a barn right here in Western New York. And ideally, you save the barns before they fall down. And this was one particular case in Allegheny. We were able to save this barn and utilize the wood from it in different ways. And this table is one example.
Now, there's this whole old adage that one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I seem to feel that this is almost like a little bit of a motto here. Now, you were telling me a great story about the sofa over here, that you literally ripped it out of the garbage man's hands.
Right, this was the motion, and I came and saved it. I was turning around and said, no, because the frame was perfect on it. Of course, it had no upholstery, had some loose, wayward springs, but the frame on it was perfect, and the wood on it looked great.
Now, we're talking about tables and chairs, but there's a lot of other decorative elements here, art, that also have bits and pieces that have been revitalized. I know that you take old wine barrels. So how do you know when something is just trash, or when you look at an item, say, hey, I think this would make a great candle holder?
Nothing's ever really trash. There are components that you'll see in our lighting, for example, where we use old fan cages that might have been in the trash. Not in this particular case. They were found in a factory that was about to be taken down in the Clinton and Bailey area here in Western New York. But also a part of that light is, interestingly enough, the top of a bar stool from Restoration Hardware. So it's really, nothing's trash. You know, there can be bits and pieces of components. And I don't know, I guess that might make me a hoarder, but I think I just genuinely appreciate so many different aspects of our history.
Now, I can imagine if you're like me, you don't have a lot of time. I mean, I have things I love, but I wouldn't be able to make them into a couch, an end table, or maybe even a hanging light fixture. So if someone has a piece that they've fallen in love with, they don't know how to use it, can you help them out? Can you kind of revitalize it for them?
Absolutely. If it's not something that I do myself, I've got an amazing team of craftsmen, just really amazing. Also, all here from the Western New York area, and fabricators from metal to glass. We can quite literally make anything happen. Anything can happen.
All right, well, thank you so much for having us, Lisa. I feel like we've just hit the tip of the iceberg on all of the amazing memories that are here and all of the great stories that generations really are going to be able to use year after year.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.